Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and it's me again, Angelica. I'm back from my vacation. This is the first time you see me more tan, and I'm so happy, energized, and ready to go. And this time, I don't know, I was just thinking, why I wouldn't compare the Dragonfruit Palette from Clionadh Cosmetics with the shades I've already purchased from Clionadh Cosmetics, and I have a pretty I would say a good collection of shades. So see if there is something similar, or just to show you the colors and name, and maybe you want to create your own palette, and again create another look with this palette to show you if you're really thinking maybe to buy or maybe create your own one. So it depends. That's the purpose of my video today. So the first purpose to show again how this palette performs, and you will judge if you like it or not. So far, I would say I start to liking it more and more, this palette. The first time when I try, if you see my video, you can check it out. I have a video creating 2 looks. I really had the fun. I was like, only in the video you will hear me. Wow, oh, so I really was impressed. Then I put this palette and I use some other palettes, or I purchase something else, and I kind of forget about palette. I use it and then I stop. And then I was thinking, I need to use a really palettes I have and create more looks and show you that if you bought this palette, you need to play with this palette, because every palette, apparently whatever I'm buying, I'm not buying because it's comes out and it's new and I have to grab it and do review for you and be the first one. No, I really don't do it. I only buy and want to, of course, grab it first and get it first and do it for you, the video, but I only want to buy the one I really want to buy, because I have so many now. My purpose in this channel, as I always say, to use what you have, create the look, play with the color. My purpose to show you how you can play with the color. You can use just a multi-chrome and duochrome. You don't need even mattes. You play around and see what you like. So be more creative and stay with me, and we will be creative together. That's the whole purpose. But today the video, as I already mentioned, it's about Dragonfruit Palette, comparing with another shade from Clionadh, and you have to see if I found something the same from my collection and this palette, or I didn't find anything. So stay tuned and let's start it, swatches, and create this beautiful colorful look for our summer, which I think we need to enjoy and explore the color, because in my case in Canada the summer is very short, so I really want to explore with the color and show you the beauty of the color. But if you don't know me, my name is Angelica, and I like makeup obviously, and I like a colorful makeup with a new touch. I also like everything was related to skincare, beauty, fashion, and I'm also a dance instructor who loves to dance and teach. And today we're going to create a look and do a lot of swatches, so stay tuned. Okay, let's start. So I brought my Clionadh shades, the one I have in my collection. So what we're going to do, we're going to swatch with Dragonfruit Palette, and as you know, as I mentioned before, it's the first palette which Clionadh Cosmetics is released. It's a Dragonfruit Palette. So the rest, as you know, it was just a separate shade. So in my curiosity, I want to see what shades I have, which closest shades I have from this collection. And this is the first time you see me actually tan. So I come back from my vacation from Punta Cana. I stayed in a 5-star hotel, all-inclusive, Majestic Mirage. And if you're interested, I put a link below of my vacation. I have 2 parts, so you can go and check it out, and by one click you will be with me and have fun, and I will tell everything about that hotel. I'm not promoting it. I just been so many times in this hotel and I really like it. I even mentioned in my video that is going to be probably my last time, but never say it's last. You never know, but probably. But I really love this hotel, especially when you have a family like kids. There's so many hotels just for adults, and I found this hotel is pretty good. but we're going to find something different. So please check it out. It's taken me a while, and it's actually first video I create something about vacation. It took me such a long time to put this video together, so please watch and tell me your opinions, what you think. Do you like something for me to create for you like this? Because I'm planning to probably travel more, probably to United States, to Florida, and also I wanted to put comments if you know anything what I must visit in Florida, especially with kids. I know there is Orlando there, the Disney. Probably we're going to visit that place as well, but what else you think I should definitely do? So I have different kind of shades over here, and what I would like to do, I would like to swatch them and see what kind of shades we have, maybe similar or close to this beautiful palette, and we're going to create definitely the look with all different shades. First, let's go with this palette and see what shades I have common and if I really do. So let's go with this green shade, which is pretty bright shade, and also I have to actually tell you the names of the shades I have, so it's going to be a headache. Again, I didn't buy that magnetic stick. I should have. Let's go with this, which called Catasia, and I'm not sure. I forgot what kind of shade is it. I think it's definitely not duochrome. So this is the Catasia from the Dragon. So this one is duochrome, and it's called Gecko's Tail. Gecko's Tail. Let me try to focus. So definitely is different. It has different tone. This is more lime, this is more green, and it has more, I wouldn't say this one has more reflection than this. This is also pretty good. This one is ORB Metallic Shadow. So it's called ORB Metallic Shadow. And this is the color. Again, I'm going to swatch all of the green. I think this is the closest one you can go. It's called COURTYARD. COURTYARD. And we're going to swatch this shade. And I'm going to swatch close to that shade. Look at this. Oh no, it's not. It's really lighter than this shade. So there is really nothing I have similar to that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to swatch the other shade from the Dragonfruit, which is also green. Dragonfly. This one. And I'm going to see if there is any shades you can match to the other one. Look how bright is this shade. So these two shades is from the palette. The rest of the different color, different shades I have, and I have two more to go. Just want to show you how beautiful are they, and maybe you would love to purchase them. So this one is very interesting shade, one of my favorite shade. It's called Ripple. It's a glitter multi-chrome. Let me just, yeah. And this shade, it looks like it's green, right? But when you swatch, it's not really a green. So it's a little bit chunky on my hand, but when you put it, it's pretty beautiful. Look, and actually it's reflected more blue than green. So it's red with blue, purple, I would say even, but it's look like green. So if you look, and the ripple, this is the ripple, but it doesn't look on the hand the same. So that's the green one, and this green one, which is have more, I would say, black undertone. It's called TREFOIL, and I remember this is the most expensive shade from all of them, and it's jeweled multi-chrome. I think that's why it's the most expensive one. I'm going to swatch it, and this is a really switch, like it's a multi-chrome. So look how rich is that. So that's the all greens I have. So again, let me just show you. So these two, it's from the palette. The first light green, it's Catasia, and the bright green, it's Dragonfly. And we have the other shades I already mentioned. So I'm going to swatch and show you the closer look. Really, really beautiful. Let's do a quick overview. So these two shades, and this is what I have from the collection, this kind of green. I also told you the name, each of them, and that's how they look in my hand. So I just marked the pink pencils The one is two of this, Catasia, it's on top, and the bottom is Dragonfly. And this is what a green I have, and as you see, we don't have similar colors at all. And one of the green, as I show you before, this one, it even show as a blue and purple. Look in the close view how it's look like. So there is really nothing really similar to any of this color. So let's move on to I hope color. I show you closer look. Now we're going to move on to purple pink shades, which we have a lot in the Dragonfruit collection, and I have pretty collection in my own shades. Well, let's swatch all shades from the Dragonfruit. So we're going to swatch all of these shades and see what kind of similarity I have, or what kind of shade just I have. So maybe you interested in some of the shades, and you can see if this is worth it to you to buy, or you can make your own palette to put them in this, like I have magnet palette, and create your own what you really like. So let's start from the first one and continue to the second row. So the first I'm going to swatch is called Infusion. I'm going to swatch all of them over here. So Infusion, this is the Infusion, very light purple. Then we have Halocerius. That has a little bit completely different undertone. Then we have a Sweetened, which is velvet, very bright, I would say purple pink. Then we have Exotic, very darker color with a purple undertone, and I think I know which one I have similar. And the last one, very dark purple, Prickly. So really completely different color story, I would say, with different undertones. And now we're going to swatch what I have like that. So from there is going to be my shades. You see, this one first is really deep color, which is Enamel, and it's no way it's closer to the color of Infusion from the palette. This one kind of similar, but again it has a brighter undertone than the Enamel. Enamel has more silver, I would say. This has more purple. Stencil. Let's swatch Stencil. Stencil has more kind of blue undertone, which pretty similar to that, but still it's different because it says more blue undertone. This doesn't have blue undertone. It's close to the tracery, close to this color. So continue. Look at this color, very purple with a darker base. So we don't have anything similar to this, and it's a beautiful color. It's called Smoulder. Smoulder. Just want to focus. Less. Maybe it's like this, actually. Maybe it's like Infusion. This cold is Turret. Let's see. Let's see if Turret is similar to one in the palette. No, it's a little bit different. I will tell you why. The shifting is different. The feeling is different. This one is smoother. This is more, I would say, fleeky. And again, this one have a silver undertone. The color, if you look like this, maybe kind of similar, but again, reflection on this give a different vibe. It's called Bonbon. It's a metallic shade. Bonbon, metallic shade. This Bonbon shade, I would say kind of maybe with this one, but this is a sweetness. Is it sweetness? 1, 2, 3. No, sweetener. Yeah, this is a sweetener, and this is Bonbon. I think this is the closer one shade, but again, it's completely different because it has a purple undertone. This is more of pink undertone. So far, we didn't find any even close, except maybe this and this, or with this. But rather than that, I don't think any similar so and far. This color called AMULET is duochrome. So maybe this can be similar. Who knows? Let's see. Not similar at all. Why is watching and I can't see anything? So I have to go down. So this has even more purple shifting, which this one doesn't have, and it has a different structure. It's more velvet. So no. So the one is very bright, one of my favorite. Spotlight, and it is a glitter multi-chrome. So again, if you like this kind of shade, you can easily, as I mentioned before, create your own palette. So, and for this reason, I'm doing all these crazy swatches today for you to see what color you would love to purchase, maybe separate, instead of go for a palette, and probably it will cost maybe even less. So this one has a really more transparent look, more transparent, but it has a very strong reflection on purple and blue. So we have nothing similar like from my hand at all. And when I purchased this color, I really want to purchase everything different. So maybe that's the reason I don't see any similarity. This is another very beautiful color, which is glitter multi-chrome, Kaleidoscope. This is Kaleidoscope. Let me swatch, and it's going to be our last pink purple row in my collection. And I have a pretty big collection, to be honest. I have more colors. I'm going to swatch it anyway. So this one, even sheer, more sheer, I would say. I think these two colors quite similar, but again, you see reflection give me, if I look on my hand like this, they're pretty similar. But if I am showing to you, this has more green, blue reflection. This is have more purple, and it has more base on it. So now I'm going to show you the row what I swatched already, so you can see about the second oldest row in our dragon fruit. And this is my collection, which I swatched already for you, all these colors. And I try to be clear for you to understand. So where you have this brown line, so before the brown line, from the beginning to the brown line, it's our palette, and then my collection of colors, which I swatched this way. So look at this beautiful, beautiful color. Amazing. So definitely you can go with the palette, different kind of shades, some of them velvet, no shimmer as you see, less shifting, or you can go with a more kind of, I would say, interesting shades, shifted, multi-chrome, like a glitter one. What is this, for example? Glitter multi-chrome 2. So these two, and about this row we have. Okay, we're going to swatch the rest of the shades with Dragantini, which is a very, very beautiful color. It looks on the palette kind of brown, I would say light orange brown, but when you swatch, look at this beautiful color. It's really shifted. If I look like this, I don't know, it doesn't show. If I look like this, I see blue. Oh, maybe now. Blue, purple, I would say blue, purple, green. But if you look like this, it's a really like a metallic brown, I would say. So this is a very tricky, very beautiful actually color. One of my favorite from the Dragonfruit Palette. So this is from Dragonfruit Palette. Then we have from Dragonfruit Palette Strawberry Pear. This is orange velvet, I would say. Orange, but also have a reflection of kind of strawberry, I would say. Refresh. Oh, Refresh is very light pink. I think I had something like this I swatched before. I'm going to swatch it in a second again. I didn't expect this is the color how it's look. And we have Bubbles, which is a big one, more chunky color. And this is beautiful also color. I will try to reflect. It's really reflecting as green, I would say, but it doesn't show much. Maybe on the finger. You see there is a green reflection. I don't know if you can see. Very difficult to see, but if you look like this, you see the green reflection. Kind of like this reflection, but you don't see it when you swatch it in the hand. Very beautiful color, but a little bit chunky. And there's another big color, Effervescent, which you can use it as a highlight as well, and is really, actually it's reflects also with a little bit of gold green, I would say. That's why when I put it, my mom said, oh, you have a purple green or whatever. I said, no, I just did the highlights, but it's a multi-chrome, so I guess it's reflect. And the last is a Fruit Freeze, also very nice color. Look at this Fruit Freeze. This is have an orange undertone, and it's also, it's kind of shifting with gold and orange, I would say, and it's very smooth color. So again, this is all the palette, Dragonfruit palette, and from here we're going to use another shades what I have, and I'm going to try to probably swatch what I have, but really like with this color, no, I don't find anything close by this color, so no. So now we're going to swatch the color I have, and I'm going to start with the only one I have, I would say, with orange reflection. And this color is kind of similar with that color from the palette, and it's called Salamander, and it's a duochrome shadow, Salamander. And it's quite similar, but I feel this one pretty similar actually. I think I found the winner. I think this is the winner close by, but this color, which is Fruit Freeze, I think it's a brighter one than this one. This is more, I would say, calm and have more gold undertone with orange. This one, on the other hand, have bright orange undertone. So again, it's not similar, but pretty similar, pretty same, you know, same smoothness, I would say, same consistency. So that was that color. So this is number one. Then we go with this color I have, Mosaic, and this is doesn't say what it is. Let me swatch it. And this is more gold purple with a purple, but it has, I would say, brown undertone like base, but it's reflect with a purple one. I have a yellow one which is called Throne, silky smooth, beautiful with reflection of gold. Let's go with the blue, and then we will go with my more white base colors. I have the rest. So this one is Aqua Vitae duochrome shade, circle one, and it's a duochrome with gold and blue base, I would say, and a very smooth consistency. And this is one of my favorite one. It's called Ciel, and this is a glitter multichrome. This is how the difference, very similar, but this is reflect more blue, and I think this is more reflection, and this is consistency. This is a duochrome, but I think this duochrome is a less glitter, exactly, because it's called glitter one, and this is just a duochrome. Both very nice, but this one is smooth. If you like more smooth, go with this. If you like more reflection, go with this, or just buy two like me. And this one of my really favorite, because it's really true blue, and it's called Crown Jewel, and is vibrant multichrome, blue color. Again, have this green, bright, like an ocean blue color, which is very yummy in my opinion. Very beautiful color. So now we're going to go with this, guys, which is white, all of them white. So let's go after this beautiful blue. We're going to go with this white color, white shades, which I, as explained, have a different undertone. So this is UV. It's a series 2 Eridance multichrome. This is also one of my favorite color to put on beginning of your corner. I would say most of the favorite for all of these whites, if you really like to have very bright, and this corners. Is what I called. Look how it's like a fire when you turn, like a fire. That's why it's called UV. Amazing, amazing. I mean, this color is very unusual. I'd never see anything like this, to be honest. This is why I really love. I think this is amazing, amazing color. UV. Look at this, like a neon. Now, if you want not go crazy as me, because I love something unusual, something very bright, something very reflecting. So this one is Glitter Iridance Multichrome. It's called GLISTEN. Also beautiful color. GLISTEN. I actually did a video, also chunky, a little bit chunky, but when you put, it's smoothing it up. I also did a video about shades, but I don't think I swatch all of them like this. So look at this one. Also kind of vibrant color, but a less, I would say, reflect with purple. It's more purple pink, I would say. Yeah, more purple pink. Also beautiful. Another cereal one, iridescent multi-chrome. It's Glare. Glare. And it's another, again, white, but of course has a beautiful shift. And it's less crazy, I would say, less reflected, but also have a beautiful blue. If I look like this, this is the one who has purple like UV. The one is here. This, surprisingly, if I look to my hand, I see more pink. And the last from the white shade I have is UMBRA Cereal War Iridescent Multi-Chrome, and just that's the name. And this is how it's going to look. We're going to swatch it in a second. Very smooth, less chunky, by the way. And this is definitely more they look quite similar, but they are not. They have a very it says very like UV, like this color, but a different reflection, because look, like this it's blue, like this is purple, and like this is pink. So beautiful color. They're all different, to be honest. They look kind of the same, but they're all different, so it depends. Just this one, the last one, is, I find, is more smooth, but I love them all, to be honest. I love them all. I think I swatched all of them. Hallelujah, I swatched all of them. So I'm going to just give you a closer look what I swatched. This row, and two of these shades. So it's all here. The first row and two shades right here. So maybe this is better, so you can see palette at the same time, and swatches and my hand. And the rest, this is what we swatched. The first one row is going to be this row, and then my white, my absolutely favorite as well. So here we go. That's our first row, which is right here, and on my hand, till the blue, till the bright blue. Then we go to this row, which is these colors. I hope it's going to be useful for you, because I really swatched all of my collection today. And this is a beautiful color, and now we're going to create some look, so stay tuned. Okay, I don't want this video to be super long, so we will go to make a quick look. I'm thinking I'm going to use today again this beautiful palette. Maybe I'm going to use some of the shade, we will see. Not promise you anything, I think so, I will try, but I'm going to just play around and see what I can do. So I'm going to just put my blush, I didn't do yet. So I'm going to use Untitled Cosmetics, my absolutely favorite bloom color. This is the blush I have. And I'm going to do like an ombre, because I have all colors. So I'm going to put a little bit of orange. So again, this color is called Blue, Untitled Cosmetics. Love it. Now we're going to put another one, which is purple one I have, and this called Pop. Very bright color. Make sure you don't put a lot. It's very pigmented, so be careful. So I love sometimes to do ombre look, not sometimes, most of the time, because I can't decide which color I want, and I have two colors to wear or whatever, so I mix them up. So don't forget, you can always mix them up, or just put one layer here and another layer a little bit above. Now I'm going to use from Untitled Cosmetics Highlight Angel. I start to use this a lot, to be honest, which is good thing, because I told you, if I buy something I want to use. There's another one I have, I don't know if I brought from an earthly cosmetic, but it's very, very purple. But sometimes, not sometimes, this is what I usually do. I didn't bring it. I mix it up. Sometimes I think it's too purple. I mix together this with the other one. So as I didn't bring any highlights today, so I'm going to do with this highlight everything, which I hope I'm not going to look like a clown, because this highlight is not as I usually do gold one. Maybe I use some of this one. Which one? That one is going to be good. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use the this shade as a highlight as well. It's called Effervescent. My goodness, the name is killing me. So I grab, that's a lot. So be careful. Ooh, wow, that's intense. It's pretty, but it's intense. Just put a little bit. So if you want to make less intense, you just have to grab a less on your brush, but still it has a pretty big, little bit chunky, I would say, consistency. So if you don't like a glitter, maybe it's not for you. I don't mind sometimes. Sometimes I just think it's too much, so what I do, I just spread them a little bit. But again, if you really love the smooth consistency, like almost nothing, you just be careful with the shade. Make sure you spread it. Sometimes what I found, when you spread it with your finger, is better even. These chunks kind of not melted, but it's less visible, I would say. Okay, I prepped my eyes, I did everything, so let's go with the palette. I want to really create a green with a purple or pink, so let's start. I'm going to start with this very light. I know I love this color, Infusion, and as you know, these shades work the best with fingers. I'm telling you, the way you put with fingers, I think, is the best. After you can do it with a brush, but try to apply with the fingers, because really these shades, Clionadh, I think is the best work with fingers. And if you don't like to work with fingers, try to just put with the fingers and then create this very light purple strawberry pear. I know I'm very decisive. So this one is good with the brush, to be honest, not bad, because I think it's a velvet one, so it works okay. Now I'm going to through this sweetener just here next to it to make it brighter, like that. And I was thinking to use a little bit of that dark purple as well, but maybe I'm going to use it, the prickly, right here under, right on my corners, and maybe just emphasize as a liner just on my corners. This is the darkest shade from this palette, so really you don't have much option, but also you can use the bright green. This depends what look you're creating. And I was thinking to create really green look, and I'm going for it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this bright dragonfly, and I'm going to put it in the middle. Wow, this is a beautiful color. You know how much fun I have when I use first time this palette. I mean, it's a fun colors. And you know, people say, oh, you know, company, this is like a very good company to another palette. Yes, that's true, but I want to show you that palette itself is pretty good. You don't really need any other palette. Like, I'm going to go with the Fruit Freeze, and I'm going to go put it right when I put this one, the strawberry pear, over here. Just a little bit reflect to the green one. Just go a little bit over the green one. Like they saying, okay, you need matte to go with this palette. No, you don't need it. Now I'm going to go with Katasi. I think actually I love to just play with the multi-chrome duochrome. I really love it. I think it's such a cool palette and cool colors to play around. It's not hard. It's not hard to blend. I think when you use mattes, it's harder because you really need to spread them, make sure there is, you know, everything is smooth. This one blending very well, like you just put one to each other, one on each other, and it's work, you know. So look at this. I'm really creating like all colors on my dress, really colorful. I want to create something like that to be more green, I would say, today. So I'm going to go with, again, I think I need to clean this brush more. I'm going to go with the bright green Dragonfly over here. Continue. I want to create something really vibrant today, really fun, really like summer. And today, as I promised, you see, I didn't use any color yet. So I think I'll go with this color, which is Infusion, and I'm going to swatch the brush. I'm going to use this very precise 03 from refer number 3, and I'm going to go to this color Infusion, which I use it on top, and I'm going to go just on my corners like that. Also, this color Bubbles I found very kind of chunky, so let me try. So I'm going to go with this over here. Just continue. It's very sparkly, so be careful. I hope I will not make falls out. It's a nice color, just you need to be careful with that, and that's it. So like that. I think I have to come back to my bright green and just kind of mix it with this dark. So I'm going to kind of need to, the kind of different colors, but I think it will go together. And you see, I don't really work too hard to spread the color or, you know, blend it together. Like, it's easy, very easy to work with these colors because they're very blendable. I'm just come back to the sweetener, just to want to, you know what I want to do? I want to add there a little bit reflection. So I'm going to the Dragonite, and with a fluffy brush I'm just going to smoothen the edge like that, and I'm going to do the same thing over here, just a little bit smooth everything. What I found when I do kind of this look, I always grab the lighter shade over my darker shade and I just bring them together, and that's the best way. Like, look now, it was a little bit dark, I didn't like it too much, so I just brought this color, which is amazing color, Dragonite. It's a multi-chrome, and I just bring this color together. And I'm going to go again with this one. You know, I put it with my finger, so I want to just spread it better. And what I love to do, I don't know if I'm going to do this time, I love to put on my bow line something very light, something very bright. And this can be bubble, but I don't know, maybe it's going to be too much, but we're going to try. Like, if you don't try, you don't know, right? And as you see, it's working. Look, I just put a small line on top of my eyebrow, just emphasize that part, and use this kind of colors or any bright color, light color, the lightest one I would say. Doesn't matter, matte or duochrome or metallic. Like, I would love to even go over here like that, and I like to do that. So I grab that lighter color and I just do that. So what it's, this effect make it very clean line, I would say, and just emphasize that part That's what I like to do. I don't know if I will be able to do with this color because it's a little bit chunky and I need to really create a clean line over here, but I think it's working. So that's what I like to do. And the same thing over here, just to create that clean kind of line and bring your eyes. It's actually, in my opinion, it's lifted my eyes up. Okay, I put mascara, I put lipstick. So this is the look. I think it's turned out pretty good, pretty summery, beautiful, colorful. Let me know if you like it. So what did I use? I use for my lipstick the Absolutely I love now them. I use them all the time. The Morphe liner, the one I bought it as a pack of 6 of them, and I use the Huda Beauty. Also love it a lot. It's called Snobby, the gloss. This is the color. Absolutely love the smell and everything. So please let me know if you like this video. I try my best. I think I did today a pretty good job, a long job. Try to remove this beautiful shades and swatch all of them, all my collection from Clionadh Cosmetics. And I used today, I was thinking maybe I'm going to cheat and use one of my, I really use just this beautiful palette, the Dragonfruit Palette, to again show you many different way you can use this beautiful palette. And today I create again something different, something colorful. Watch my video when I create another 2 looks with this palette. Maybe I going to put the link, not maybe, I'm going to put a link so you can also watch. Also please watch my vacation video, which I really work so hard, and I create 2 parts. It's not yet now, but I think by time I'm going to post this video, I'm sure the part 2 will be available. Please, please, please watch my video. And if you enjoy, don't forget to subscribe and like. Definitely we're going to create a lot of looks. I try to be consistent and try to do videos at least 3 per week. I was away, so that's why you didn't see me much, but I'm not guilty because I actually I see I'm shading. I actually was creating that video and working at the same time, record something over there about the hotel, and also posted already some videos. Starting to like more and more, I would say. Like when I am using my palettes, I think I start to know them better and I start to create more looks, which is actually, I think, in this case, when you use your palettes, you really know what is this palettes inside out. And this is what I'm trying to do, to play with this palettes. If you have this palette, if you bought this palette, or you have some other palette, please let me know what with which palette you want me to create a look. And don't forget, whatever you have, and if you especially bought this palette already, try to use it. That's the whole purpose to buy the palette. Use this palette, explore it, try to try to play with the color, and you will find a lot of surprises which you didn't even found every time. Like I've been using this palette for a little bit. I have a lot of palettes, so I can't use this palette every day. Of course, I use different kind of palette. I didn't bring it for my trip, so I haven't been using in a week for sure. And the other time I've been using some other palette. But every time I bring this palette back or other palette, I found out something different. So please use what you have. And don't forget to subscribe. Пока-пока. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful and beautiful